Hello, hello everyone. I hope you are doing well. Happy Wednesday. I'm back with you with another live. Hello, hello. Beautiful community. I hope you guys are doing well. How is everyone doing? Let me know for those of you that are joining me. How is your week going so far? Are you having a good time? Are you having any challenges? Let me know. It's all a great conversation at the end of the day. So I thought of coming back to you today with another interesting topic that comes up out of the day to day work that I do. It's really understanding how to create win win situations in our life and business. This is a concept that I've learned early on, especially when I worked for the Fortune 500 corporation, where I had a lot of different responsibilities, let's say, to connect a lot of the dots, to connect with a lot of people, to manage a lot of projects, a lot of different people around me. So I realized very early on the importance of, hello, Austin, the importance of creating win win situations in our life and our business. I've learned there very well also how to always never burn bridges, always to, the more personally developed I've grown, how to actually keep up our relationships with other human beings. Hello, beautiful Nika, sending you love and energy here from New York. Yeah, thank you so much. I'm in the pinks today. It felt like a pink day, a pink kind of day. Um, so so that's that. So as I was saying, it's really important to what I've learned to really never burn your bridges with people, right? To look at things as a journey, to look at life as a journey, and to look at everything that we do as moments in time, that the amazing relationships that we invest in over time are going to be the go-tos when we need to collaborate or we need to bring something to life. I've realized that when you don't burn bridges, you actually have a lot of people, supporters that you have added value to their lives. And eventually, speaking of energy today, Nika, we were having that conversation how when you serve someone and when you help another person, then you automatically give yourself, right? That automatically shows up in your life if you are conscious and connecting the dots through what's happening throughout your journey. You automatically get that back to you. Hi, Louisa. So nice to see you. Love chatting with you earlier today as well. I love the connections, just like, it really goes in line with this live today on how to really set win win relationships up, right? A lot of times in our business, we need to have that long term vision for what we're trying to accomplish. And many times, maybe in the day to day, you get to maybe we tend to lose focus sometimes, but you want to grow and nurture relationships for the long term, because if anything is going to be sustainable long term, then obviously we it needs to be a win-win for both parties at that point in time that you are connecting, right? And if something is not a win-win at a certain point in time, I like to look at it like a bartering system. If there isn't like a fit for both parties at that point in time and that phase and stage, then obviously you're going to have a little disconnect in the moment, but it does not mean that maybe down the line, when you are evolving yourself in your business, there shouldn't be an opportunity for both parties to come together and help one another and support one another. So that is what I've learned, to look at things long term, especially with entrepreneurship. We got in business whether we knew it or not. I didn't always know it, but just growing through it, growing through the pains of entrepreneurship and also the beautiful journey, I've realized that people go in this thing for the long term fulfillment, right? And we have to have that long term vision for the things that we do, so that the decisions we make day to day are always being checked off against that ultimate thing that we're trying to accomplish. And if we lose focus of that, if we become purposeless, a lot of times, which happens, we lose focus, we lose purpose, to really keep that, top of mind, because that is your compass. For example, for me, when I do lose focus or I'm working on projects that I am moving forward in the business, and I might not have the awareness, I might not have the clarity of the focus that I'm looking for, then a good check that I do personally is always to ask, like, is this what I'm working on right now, even though it seems challenging, going to move me further for the things that I'm trying to accomplish and for the impact that I want to make, or not? And then sit with that. I was just having an amazing interview with Colleen from my community. I will be sending that over to you guys shortly, and we were just chatting about this amazing way to look at energy and how we have to sit with our intuition when we make decisions, and when we create win-win situations, then we both parties are going to be able to contribute, and only beautiful things will happen. I always say that the most successful people are the ones that are always helping other people achieve their goals, right? The more I mean, this is probably not something new, but the more you help someone achieve their goals, the more you're helping yourself. I talk about this with my clients all the time, and I tell them that we are in partnership, right? If I'm the only one meeting my goals and you have invested in the services that I can provide to help you grow your business, and I am the only one in benefit, then obviously this is not something that's going to be sustainable down the line, with the longevity of keeping that client and supporting that client as they grow through the phases and stages of growing themselves and their business, right? So I always like to let people know that it's always a partnership. And in order to have any healthy partnership in life, it has to be, both sides have to put in an effort, right? It's just like, you know, marriage, maybe sometimes down the line, we really can understand that concept a little bit easier when it really does take two to tango. Can't just be one person putting in energy, right? It's got to be both people. So this is what win-win situations are really about, and that's what I've learned. Um, to again never burn my bridges, to invest in human relationships, and to keep growing through my personal journey. And I never know when the journey will meet me or connect me with certain people that I have nurtured a relationship with over time, and where is that common connection for each one of us down the line in the long journey of life and business growth. So let me know, guys, if this is resonating. How do you create win-win relationships in your life and business? I would say this is very relevant for life as well. Um, I have attempted to teach my kids this many years now, because I think really helping them reframe things in the way that they do things in this situation of what's in it for the other person as well, and to go in and serve first is going to help them or serve them down the line as well. So I think it's something that I've noticed in any type of relationship, not just business relationship. A lot of times business relationships turn to personal relationships, right? They grow as personal relationships, and then of course they venture out into business. So every time we're working with other people, we understand that it takes two to co-create together, and it's really a similar concept between both. So that is what I had for you today for this topic, as I really feel pulled to share certain topics that I want to share on the live. So if you guys have any other topic suggestions based on you being part of the community for a while, definitely let me know. Share them in the comment. I would love to discuss those topics more, and also bring amazing community guests, as we've been growing this community daily with all the amazing members that are here that contribute their knowledge and expertise to the community as well. So I'm sure I'll find an expert for you that can chat about a certain topic that you might be interested in. And also reminding you, I'm scheduling a local networking retreat event on October 15. I'm hosting, I should say. This is stemmed from other communities that I am part of, or that I have created over time. The beautiful relationships, or the beautiful co-energy that gets created when you turn virtual relationships into live relationships, which is always the best way to nurture relationships. That's going to be in October 15, and I included the details in the community. So for those of you that are in the vicinity, definitely let me know. We'd love to have you there. I'm going to introduce you guys to a lot of my Albanian community as well, native community. So I'm sure it will be, and you'll meet other purpose-driven entrepreneurs. So I'm sure it will be a very, very valuable event, and the energy will be amazing, as I'm sure. So I always say, when the people are awesome, every event turns out to be a beautiful event. So let me know as soon as you can so you can register for that. Because I'm doing a head count of all the participants so that we can settle everything. So we have everything ready for it. Thank you so much. Thank you, Ori, Austin, Silkar, Neka, Louisa. Thank you guys so much for logging in. Oh my God, for joining. And I'll see you in another live. Bye for now. Have a good rest of your week.